David Malan, his partner. And in a hurry straight away, trying to get them thinking about the game again. It's been an unnecessary long pause of about 50 minutes or so. But here we are with live action and live cricket. Misbah once again extremely lucky with the toss. Featuring a beard now, Misbah Haq. Still extremely fit, still wanting to play the game. This is his first T20 game after about a year or so. So let's see how he reacts to the situation, how he copes with the pressure of T20 cricket. Won the final for the United. He was the winning captain last year. So a lot to look forward to. Very interested to see how this pitch reacts to tall Mohammad Irfan. He's got the ball. He can bounce it on most surfaces here. I'm sure he'll get a lot of response. This pitch looks pretty hard. It has a bit of grass on it.
The pitch was under covers for quite a while, particularly during the opening ceremony as well. But because of the delay now, the pitch has certainly been exposed to the elements for quite some time, so anything on offer probably has dissipated a little bit.
Yeah, I think the teams just have to reset the mentality. You get yourself all keyed up during your warm-ups and sitting in the dressing room in what you anticipated would have been 5 or 10 minutes before the first ball as a batting unit. And now you had to relax, you had to cool down and get yourself going again. So a lot of that adrenaline may just have been sapped away. But you know to yourself that you've got to be on the mark. And Shane Watson and company went out had a second dig at getting themselves loose again. So I don't think it should be too significant an impact on the playing group.
We'll normally have the keeper standing back to Irfan because he gets the ball to bounce a lot more than the others because of his extra height. And look at them there. Way back. First and second slip in position as well.
He should be such an asset in this format, especially because of the bounce that Irfan will generate. And he's into his 30s now, so I mean really once he hits anywhere near a length, it should be impossible to drive him. It should be very difficult to play horizontal bat shots against him, and it's all to do over his career about how consistently he can hit that length and how he adjusts to different pitches.
Yeah, unfortunately he's been laid down with fitness issues. Let's see how fit he remains for this year's HBL PSL. Well, still few adjustments been made. That area has been cleared. Now here we go. HBL PSL 2017. Hafiz will receive the first ball and will be Irfan for Islamabad United. And taken, first ball dismissal. Mohammad Hafiz there poking at that line, and it's well taken in the second slip. Early exit. He had to wait for a very long time, almost 50 extra minutes for Hafiz to walk in. And he is walking out immediately. First ball dismissal. Hafiz is gone for naught. He's earned an under. An egg. So it's none for one. Hafiz gone.
Go break.
the man in at number 3, and straight away some extra piece of lift for Irfan. Taken cleanly by Sharjeel in the second slip. He's a safe fielder in the slip cordon. I'm sure United will be thinking about a gully as well. It's a very soft shot from Hafiz. He's been out in that fashion numerous times. An easy catch for Sharjeel, made no mistake, but credit to him for maintaining his focus. He was out there. They couldn't get out on the field and warm up. So, first-class job done by Sharjeel in the second slip.
Well, it was a good delivery to get Hafiz out. It was just short of that driving length, and from Mohamed Irfan, who's the tallest man around the place. It was the ideal length, the angle was good, and all the benefits to the fielding unit as to why Shane Watson and some of them are out there reacclimatizing themselves and getting loose. They were obviously more mentally and physically on the mark, and maybe the extended break had more of an impact on Hafiz than I thought.
Quietly plays it down. Fantastic start by Mohamed Irfan. Look at the amount of grass on this track. Irfan would obviously love it in his first over, with a great result. Sideways movement as well for him.
Don't know more who's more excited at the moment. Ian Bishop is loving the fact that there's sideways movement here at Dubai International Stadium. Sam Billings will be loving it as well. They've hit their straps early, have United, and they're putting the ball in good areas.
Well, sideways movement is always nice, aligned with the bounce for the fielding team. It just puts doubt in the batsman's mind as to how they can drive through the line of the ball.
Driven nicely, but straight to the fielder. Lovely start by the United. Peshawar 1 for 1.
Well, not the perfect start at first ball of the tournament, and Hafiz has gone for a golden duck. Irfan right in amongst it to start with. So now left to Milan, Akmal, Morgan and Harris in particular to put a good total on the board for the team that finished up as minor premiers last year. Good depth in their batting lineup though, and you see Sammy and Jordan coming in down the bottom of the tail.
Sami in. He can be slippery as well. He's been in the circuit for what, about 15 years or so, but he has maintained his fitness, still pretty keen to play at this level. He lacks them there. Oh, that's misfielded. And Imran Khalid was a fielder, all-rounder. Kamran Akmal likes the cut shot. All the Akmal brothers do. Beaten by a bit of spin.
The important thing here for United is to ensure that that ball stays as dry as possible. Ian Bishop at the pitch report mentioned the possibility of some dew being around. To keep that seam as dry as possible for the bowlers.
you can feel the ball hitting the bat hard, and batsman being a little late on the ball. It's not business as usual. Normally you get a flat track here where you can hit the ball through the line, the ball wouldn't bounce at all. This must feel strange. Grass and bounce here in Dubai. It's a very good build-up for this first game. Almost a capacity crowd.
I think it's very important to use the bounce in this pitch early until one of the batsmen, if possible at all, are able to hit you off that length. We've seen Mohamed Sami at 34 years of age get the ball to go through nicely from back of a length. And I think generally you want to utilize that with the out-pitched up delivery until someone can change your mind about it.
Room and sped across at a lightning pace in the zone for the left-hander, and he cracked it, whipped it past the point fielder. Great hit.
First signs of positivity here. He had width. He played the ball late. You can just see here making sure that it passed the crease line. All he had to do is get it back past the backward point. He did that. And the line gets off with a fantastic shot.
A little too close to be cutting at that one. It's 8-4. It's a great sight, full house. As it is called, Islamabad United versus Peshawar Zalmi. Oh, smacked! Splendid shot, picked up the length early and pulled it right out of the middle of the bat.
This has cool written all over it, doesn't it? On the front foot. Meets the ball very early as well, so hits it well forward at square through the mid-wicket region.
We're talking about bowling back of the length during the last over. Cameron Akmal has played a horizontal bat shot that has immediately sent a message of change of field. Fine legs come up, deep square leg pushed out.
Yeah, you can do that on this pitch. It has true bounce. And if you're willing to be a bit aggressive, you can earn good value for your bravery and for your aggressive intent. Kamran Akmal must not throw away his good form. He was in great form in the just ended season, where he got more than 1,000 first-class runs, a couple of hundreds also at limited overs cricket. Good delivery. Problem is that you know that he's going to bowl that kind of a heavy delivery, but you can't do anything about it. You set yourself up for a back foot shot and still miss it. He can be predictable, Irfan, with his length and direction, like that boundary that was hit by Kamran Akmal. He was in position early to pull it, but every now and then he'll give you this bit of variety and tough line outside the off stump.
Running.
I just thought that that pull shot for 4 was such a fantastic shot. I have to give Cameron Akmal a lot of credit for it. He just basically sat back and pulled a length ball, almost, or just short of a good length. But it hasn't dissuaded Mohamed Irfan from using his height and the bounce that he generates. HBL box, the competition winners, they get, well, what they think is the best seat in the house. We've got, I think, ownership of that at bargain for.
Oh, neatly done. That has done the distance. That's lightning stuff from Kamran Akmal. Seems to be in sublime form and touch.
Well, they won a competition and they're seeing some fantastic shot play here from Akmal. Look at this, pick the length well. Not a lot of footwork towards the line of the ball, but you don't need to when you've got hand-eye coordination like that. So just back of the length, good length ball. He pulled off the front foot. Now fuller delivery, smacked over mid-off. Now Irfan says, right, I'm going to come around the wicket. I'm going to try and cramp you up a little bit.
On the pads. Should only be one. And it's 13 for 1. Sorry, 21 for 1. United winning the toss and electing to field, and Zalmi 21 for 1. Wicket of the first ball of the innings. Hafiz edging one to the second slip fielder, Shajil taking a good catch at the first ball of the game. Issue with Irfan and Sami combo is that they can leak runs. They can be good for 3-4 deliveries, and certainly when you put pressure on them, they can go for runs as well. So whether Zalmi would plan a bit of an assault on Sami. He's not a regular in the circuit. Doesn't play international cricket. Doesn't get it past the man at cover. That's well fielded. The captain himself showing the way.
Fantastic opportunity for viewers in Pakistan too to watch the game exclusively live on cricketgateway.pk and through the PSL T20 website as well. And then for everyone else around the world, you can watch it exclusively on cricketgateway.com. Wonderful access to a fantastic tournament.
Short fine leg in place, and the deep square leg has been instituted, so he can't be too straight, but he doesn't want to give that width that he gave last over.
That field change could be because of the solid cut shot that it hit Sami in that last over. Make sure that he doesn't align that width again. Ball on middle and leg stump.
It was interesting to see Sam Billings after that shot actually come up to Misbah and have a chat. So obviously that insider information is always vital. And I think that was probably the decision then, just to tighten the line up a little bit.
Full toss, runs. four of them. Just a bad delivery on the pads, full toss, and with the form that Kamran Akmal is in, it was always going to be an easy shot for him to execute.
Well, it was a loose delivery, wasn't it? So he didn't need too much form because it was a full toss on the pads. He just needed to make sure that he made good contact. We're seeing that the dew isn't affecting the run of the ball too much here. So he needs to fight back here on this delivery.
Play and run. That's good batting, keep maintaining pressure on the field. VIPs, it's called the Royal Box.
A couple of the boundaries have been from bad balls, full toss and leg stump, and an over pitch struck for 6. But if they're going to play a good shot, as Akmal did against Mohammed Irfan, then you have to take that. You have to take your poison there.
The end of the over, 28 for 1. Are you tweeting in the PSL T20? Shane Watson is getting a go. Right arm fast medium. Still very much a force to reckon with at this level. Left the tournament exactly midway through, but didn't play the last part of HBL PSL last year, got injured.
And probably by his standards had an average big bash. It's just finished up in Australia as well. Also with the bat and the ball averaged about 17. A wealth of experience though. He's one of the outstanding players for Australia across all formats.
Smith is sharp at point. It's misfielded by the man who's trying to cover that throw. Obviously, it's an issue when you misfield the ball, but you wouldn't want to get Kamran Akmal back on strike because he's striking them well. 24 from 16 balls, Akmal, in a partnership of 30. Straight drive, only a single. I think what he's trying to do is to hit the ball as straight as possible. That is something that is new from Kamran Akmal. Normally he's very, very strong square through both sides of the pitch. But in this innings so far, we've seen him to drive the ball quite nicely straight through that V area. He's already played a cover drive. On drive wasn't a bad shot.
Not wasting that good form is something we always talk about in sport and in cricket. When the form is good, you try to maximize it. Very important, I'll tell you why. all the way for 6, top edge. And that has travelled a mighty long way.
That clearly wasn't middle, but these days you get fabulous bats with massive edges. He felt that he was in trouble, but cleared the fence in the end. Top edge 6.
Running.
It's a lot better, fuller length, inches away from the stumps.
He's still got some craftiness with the ball in hand for me, Shane Watson. Subtle changes of length and little cutters. His batting prowess has fallen away more significantly. Even back in the CPL last year in the Caribbean, he was very good with the ball for the Zooks.
Running.
That was crisp and beautifully timed. So stylish was the left-hander on this occasion. In position early, it drove it elegantly.
Well, the best part about this was the ball before he was well and truly beaten by Shane Watson. Milan on the next one just got clear of mind and made sure that he gave everything into the next shot, got into a good position early, very well balanced.
Last one. Running.
Good over, 13 runs. Leaked. Peshawar moving rather smoothly now, 41 for 1, and there'll be a new set of commentators led by Alan Wilkins. We've got Danny Morrison for you and Bazit Khan.
Stand by back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear back. Cue balls.
5 overs gone here in Dubai, and it's the opening match of the HBL PSL, and Peshawar Zalmi put into bat by Misbah-ul Haq. They're 41 for 1. We've had a wicket with the very first ball of the 2017 tournament. Mohammad Hafiz, he snicked one to second slip off Mohammad Irfan, and nicely taken by Shahjil Khan. So we've got Peshawar Zalmi batting with Hafiz, David Malan, Kamran Akmal, Owen Morgan, the England skipper, Sohail Haris, Iftikhar Afridi, Sami, Chris Jordan can bat, Hassan Ali and Junaid Khan. Alongside, got Bazit Khan, we got a new boy in the ranks. Smacked away, that'll be 4. That had an invitation card attached to it. Hit me hard. Danny Morrison's the new boy in the camp. Danny boy.
G'day Wilco, great to be back here in Dubai. I tell you what, Kamran Akmal thinks so as well. Ball sliding on. Tell you what, it's sliding off the bat even quicker. Loved it, Baz.
Short and wide. Kamran Akmal, very good square of the wicket. And from the first-class season, he pushed the Pakistani selectors, wanted to come back as a batsman. And this tournament will be very important for him. And be interesting when Saeed Ajmal also comes on, because he wants to come back in the Pakistan team. Kamran Akmal vying for a place in the squad, giving up the gloves, so lots to play for.
But the thing is, there we are. Now, this man might have a couple of overs, Dwayne Smith. He bowls some medium-fast variety, and he gets some very good Yorkers in. But this is a reasonable start now for Peshawar. 46 on the board. Hafiz has gone. Milan. That's down the leg side, and that'll go for 4. This could be 4-leg buys. 4-leg buys it is. And it's the 50 partnership. Hey, there's the truck. Danny, there's the truck. It's the 50 truck. And it's gone. You've got to keep your eye on it, otherwise it'll go off the road quickly.
Yeah, we'll rock and roll at the nightclub a little later, Al, because the party has got started here in the first match of the HBL PSL. Don't they know it? Heck of a party.
Who's the general? There he is. Short, but see where the keeper took that in front of his nose, because you're going to get that with someone like Mohamed Irfan. There are not many like him at his height. But there we are. This has reached a decent height, this partnership. 50 from 33. That's a strike rate of 151. Cameron Akmal looks good.
Looks very good. Just continuing his good form from the first-class season. But Irfan getting a lot of bounce, but we're talking earlier about this pitch having much more bounce than usual here in Dubai.
Oh, he's got away with a pretty poor delivery there. Almost to look like an apology, that delivery, as if he wanted to bowl a slower ball, and he got away with it.
United like bowling Irfan quickly, like bowling his 4 overs within the first 10. And he's coming back, so he does struggle with his fitness a little bit. But then he likes to do the new ball as much as he can.
Coming round the wicket to Akmal. Nicely played that. Nicely played, just using the pace of the ball. It's 52 for 1.
This one?
Peshawar, who were put into bad, decent start there. So although they lost Hafiz, very first ball of the match, called it slip. Akmal, that's Cameron Akmal and David Malan have done well. Now we're going to see the off spin of Saeed Ajmal. Saeed Ajmal with his off spin, and he's got 5 on the fence, as you'd expect after you're at 6 overs. Power play's finished. Bang, down the pitch. 1 bounce, 4. Good clean hit.
Oh, skimmer! You little ripper, Cameron Akmal. Looking forward to this challenge. Ajmal has been out of the international scene for a long time, as we all can appreciate, but he's been doing well in the domestic game back in Pakistan. And immediately Akmal is after him.
Let me give our professor of mathematics, Bazid Khan, a little stat for him to digest. Professor, when Peshawar Zalmi score 40 or more in the power play, they win 80% of their matches when they score 40 or more. Here, they scored 52 and 6. Professor?
Already done and dusted. Shall we go home?
QED.
Start the car, where's Bumble?
No, you start the truck in this tournament. You start the truck.
Running.
Big swing, big hit, long carry, 6.
Gone. Cameron Akmal loves the off spinner. He loves spinners, all spinners, but especially the off spinner. You saw him use the feet, and then the slog sweep. Absolutely hammered. Gone.
Just dragged his length down a bit there, said Ajmal. That would have felt like like a body blow. That six, he really belted that into that deep mid-wicket. Gosh, that was a low arm. That was a low trajectory from Ajmal. His arm was almost like 45 degrees. Well, if you are in the stand in that area, you take a clean catch. If you, no, three of them had a go. They've got a chance to get your name into the Pepsi Catch a Craw competition, and you could share a lot of money, donated by Bazir Khan. There we are, the Pepsi Catch a Craw. Win a share of a craw if you catch it. Got to catch it first, though.
What about the ricochets? If somebody ricochets it and then the other one catches, do you get 50-50 or what?
Ricochet is playing for Ireland. He's not in this tournament. That's a good over for Zalmi. 13 from it, 65 for 1. For 1's a very good start this by Zalmi. Let's go downstairs. Zainab.
इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड की वुमेन्स एम्पावरमेंट प्रोग्राम की एम्बेसडर मोमिना मुस्तहसन जो हैं इस वक्त मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं. मोमिना, योर फर्स्ट टाइम एट द PSL, यू कैन सी द क्राउड एंड द एटमॉस्फेयर इज वंडरफुल. आपका पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस अभी तक कैसा है?
बहुत अच्छा रहा. I'm actually very glad and really excited to see everyone here. It doesn't matter what city we're from. We're all here as Pakistanis and we're having a great time.
अच्छा, आपने इनका एंथम सॉन्ग जो है वो भी गाया है, और उसके पीछे क्या कॉन्सेप्ट था, थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में बताइए.
Tagline was cricket जोड़े पाकिस्तान और cricket से united Pakistan. The concept was Pakistan Super League, so it brings all of us together.
अच्छा, ये बताइए कि obviously you're here in Dubai supporting Islamabad United as well. आपका personally जो है women empowerment program की जो आप ambassador हैं, how do you feel about that, promoting women in cricket in general?
I actually think it's something really important because schools में हम लोग ज़्यादा लड़कियों के स्पोर्ट्स पे फोकस नहीं करते. हम लड़कों को ज़्यादा इनकरेज करते हैं, पर अगर हम लोग लड़कियों को भी इनकरेज करें, इट टीचेस देम अ लॉट फिजिकली, मेंटली, बिकॉज खेल के अंदर जीत हार होती है. टीचेस यू अ लॉट. इट टीचेस यू हाउ टू बी स्ट्रॉन्गर इमोशनली and physically as well, because fitness and health go hand in hand obviously. So I think it's something really important जिसके ऊपर emphasis हमें डालना चाहिए जो हम इतना नहीं डालते हैं.
अच्छा, इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड ने स्टार्ट तो बड़ा अच्छा किया. पहली बॉल पे ही मोहम्मद हफीज़ की विकेट मिल गई, लेकिन अब इट सीम्स के ज़ल्मीज़ हैव मेड अ कमबैक. तो क्या कहेंगे आप? Obviously, what are your expectations out of the match?
So it's a really cheesy thing to say, but गिरते हैं शह सवार ही मैदान जंग में. We'll pick up. जीत हार तो होती है गेम्स में.
चलें, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया मोमना आपका, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट.
Thank you.
It's a handsome shot. That's cleared the fence. It's another 6. Karan Akmal is looking in very ominous form here tonight. Opening match of HBL PSL.
On their feet and loving it. Massively. Lovely little shimmy outside leg and opens up that extra cover region. Splendid stuff. Picked his spot and fatted it.
Paddles it round the leg side this time. And it's a half-century for Kamran Akmal. He didn't have one half-century all last year in the PSL, and he started this tournament with one in the opening match.
And a very classy 50 as such. He's batted with authority and he's hit those big sixes at last 6 over extra cover. He's looked in control from the word go.
End of the over, 74 for 1. Partnership 74 from 47. We had a wicket with the very first ball of the match. Mohammad Hafiz snicked the first ball from Mohammad Irfan to Shahjil Khan at second slip. Islamabad winning the toss. Here's Ajmal round the wicket, making room for himself again. Some very nice looking strokes here. Years gone by, you used to see someone like Vivian Richards, which was a step outside Vivian, and now of course your A.B. de Villiers and co.
Well, I've got to start for you. When Akmal scores 50 plus, 77% of the matches. In all of his T20 games, so he's a very, very proficient T20 player.
Well, there you go. That's a high percentage, 77%, and he's done his bit so far, but he'd love to stay longer. 51 from 30. Some Milan on strike, though. Down the pitch he comes, and he's belted that. That's a big hit from Milan.
Oh, come fly with me, he says. And he wants to change his stick now, but he was dawdling in comparison to Akmal. The now strike rate has gone over 100, courtesy of this maximum.
Certainly taking a liking to Saeed Ajmal. Akmal had a piece of him previous over. This one, great balance coming down the wicket. And it's just sailed away. Well, he's changed his bat after that. I think he wanted to hit that out of the ground.
Well, another chance missed in the crowd for the catch and crawl competition, but never mind. That's dented Saeed Ajmal and possibly his confidence. He's gone for 20 in 9 balls. Might look for a second here, no they won't. Just sometimes when it reaches those ring of dots, those markers, they can normally get 2 there. This is an Islamabad United side without Andre Russell, so they won't have his ferocious hitting and his fast bowling. Took 16 wickets last year. Shahid Afridi was captain last year. It's now Darren Sammy for Zalmi.
Now, getting to the stage of the game where you've gone past the power play and you've also still in this fabulous format the range of taking 1s and 2s. Big ground, you've seen it a lot around all the other franchise T20s around the globe. You've got to pick your spots. Keep running. Don't worry about running with this, baby. It has gone all the way. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. From Akmal, he's on fire. 9 done. It's 2 fat ladies for 1.
overs gone in this opening match of the HBL PSL, and Peshawar Zalmi 88 for 1. Lost a wicket with the very first ball. Mohammad Hafiz went first ball, but since then Kamran Akmal has been in scintillating form.
3, 2, 1, running. There's a minute.
Imran Khalid with his left arm spin. Now, this has been a marvellous exhibition of big hitting by Kamran Akmal. That's his 4th 6. And Syed Ajmal, all he can do is watch that little white thing going over the boundary cushions.
He loves the off-spin, loves that slog sweep. Just takes the length and hits through it. Just needs a little bit of length to get underneath it, and 57 of 32, he's flying.
Yeah, that's a strike rate of 178.
Running.
Ooh, I think he tried to hit that into Sharjah. Well, he hits all around the ground.
He's always been very good square of the wicket, but with the spinners, he's a fantastic player. Wicket keeper, judges length quickly and gets into position.
Oh, he's got a snick there. Keeper didn't stand a chance. That's flown off the bat, and that's a cool and cool 4. Maybe not the coolest, but cool under the circumstances.
Oh, take 4 and be happy, Wilco. All goes down for the total. Thrashing through here. He's cleared the front hip as well as Milan, and he's cleared the gloves of Brad Haddon as well.
Caught hold of this. Goodness me, this is an exhibition of fierce hitting. Some glum faces in the Islamabad camp.
You choke on that one, Dean Jones, coach of Islamabad United, defending champs, but he's not happy with this. 100 up, there's the truck again for you, Sir Alan.
It's the highest ever partnership for Zalmi, for any wicket in the HBL PSL.
The right hand, left hand combination, left arm spinner. Milan in on the act. Dino appreciates it, but wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah, Dino didn't look too happy. Looked like he was chewing a wasp at that time, didn't he? But, yeah, at least he acknowledged it was a very fine hit. See Matt Graham, Dean Jones, Dino, the coach of Islamabad.
Last one.
So it's 102 for 1. We've reached 10 overs.
Go break. Back in there. Back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear back. Cue goes. Not. Cue.
What a wonderful start here for Zalmi. 1 for 102 after losing the first wicket off the very first ball of the match. That was Irfan picking up Hafiz. Tidy catch at second slip by Shajil. But since then, well, it all has been the Akmal and Milan show. Partnership of 102 of just 59 deliveries. So Misbah will need to make some changes here, and he's doing that just here. One of the emerging players now coming on, Ahmad Butt, his right arm mediums. And they need a breakthrough. Well, they're not going to get a breakthrough with that because it has gone a very, very long way.
This is some tremendous hitting, some ball striking of the highest class from Cameron Akmal in particular. I mean, the boundaries are 65. To the fence, it's about 70 or more. And this has gone well into the stands. Yeah, I agree. Phenomenal striking.
He's batting with a lot of anger, as if he has to prove a point. He was not selected, or hasn't been in the selection process for now good about 3-4 years. Had a tremendous season, but still was overlooked. Seems to be in great striking form, hitting the ball so well.
And now works it well, so well they're going to pick up 2. And all of a sudden, he's just been bludgeoning the ball to all parts of the ground. Now all of a sudden, Akmal is now saying, I'm picking up length, I'm using the pace. That's a good result, a single at the moment with the way these two are now striking the ball. I've been loving the interaction since being over here for the PSL, so are you tweeting? You can use @PSLT20, the hashtag is IUVPZ, and of course hashtag HBL PSL. And if Chris Jordan, who's sitting in the middle of the screen, could tweet at the moment, he'd be saying, I'm pretty much thoroughly enjoying it, sitting back, relaxing, and watching these boys go about their business. Well, you can't bowl there. Short, fine, is up in the circle. And Milan is now getting into the mix very, very quickly, 40 from 26.
Yeah, bad bowling. Fine leg up in the ring and trying a slow bounce. It sat up so nicely for the left-hander. Just got to redevise your strategy on a pitch like this. Last year it was more spin and lesser pace in Dubai. Now this pitch looks perfect for big strikes, big hitting. And you've got to adjust accordingly. Different lines, different method of attack. Maybe more solid temperament, because you'll be caned.
And it's a misfield. No, when things aren't going your way, that is not what you need from the support in the field. It's now the second highest partnership for any wicket in the PSL, 116 off just the 64 deliveries. Sudden, when you look at those two flying at the moment, 68 from 37 for Akmal, 41 from 27 for Milan. Well, we'll just make sure he's A-OK here, because that was a nasty fall. Smile on face and up very quickly.
I'll be using my best bowler at this stage, because this partnership is threatening to take the game away from United. He's only young and still learning the art to survive, I guess. But none for 14 in his first over. And more runs, that's bad bowling on the pads, gone for 4.
Well, make that none from 18 from his first over, and it's 120 for 1.
Ball back in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Well, the current run rate sits at 10.91. That's ominous signs here for United, the current champions of the PSL. Because if the run rate moves up to around that 12 mark, it's a score of 228. International viewers can watch the game live on cricketgateway.com. I know that he needs a breakthrough, so he's turning to one of his most experienced bowlers in Shane Watson. A very wily bowler, knows his game very well. So protection at the moment for Shane Watson is that third deep square, long on, long off, and cover. Just some slight adjustments here. Inner circle fielder cover, just coming off the inner circle, looking at pushing in to try and create a little bit of pressure. It's slapped through the offside, and some good fielding. And that's what they need on the boundary line in particular, because the boundary line's being peppered by both Milan and Akmal.
That's well fielded. With what is unfolding before us, and this is massive for Peshawar Zalmi, this partnership. I think there is value in playing a leg spinner in T20 cricket. He can be expensive, but there is a possibility of him picking up a wicket also. Because hitting against the spin, or when the ball is spinning clearly, hitting a leg spinner could be just a tidy difficult, rather than taking on an off spinner. That's an easier sort of flow off the bat, and we've seen Saeed Ajmal being pinched quite consistently in his little spell here. So a leg spinner, find a leg spinner somehow and play him.
With his usual stutter at the top of his mark. Well, goes for the pull shot. It is skied. There is an opportunity here for a big wicket, and it's juggled and it's taken. Well, heart in mouth stuff. It's Khalid, and he's taken the very vital catch. Watson has caused the breakthrough. Misbah brought him back on to do just that, and he stepped up for his skipper and for United as well. And it's brought all the United fans to their feet. 122-run partnership has now been broken. Milan departs for 43 from 30, and Zalmi at 122 for 2. It's an understatement to say that partnership needed to be broken, and Shane Watson has come through with the vital wicket. It now brings Owen Morgan out to the wicket. Fantastic T20 record, and it was in wonderful form for the Sydney Thunder during the Big Bash recently. He will be off strike though, because they crossed as the ball was in the air. That means that Akmal is still on strike, and he's still flying 72 from 38. And Watson bowling well.
He is crafty, and what he would tend to do is mix his length up. The first two balls of the over was a yorker, then there was one with width on it, and then this one that may have just rushed the batsman just a little bit of extra bounce too. And finally held after some moments of anguish.
people have either flown in or driven in tonight for the opening game. It's not a bad seat in the house either. Completely full stadium here at Dubai International. And they're being thoroughly entertained. Owen Morgan, first time on strike. And gets off the mark straight away.
What Watson, when you talk to Watson about bowling and he gives you an idea of how he thinks, he says as an all-round player, he runs into bowl with the knowledge of anticipating what a batsman is trying to do, what he would try to do in that situation himself with bat in hand, and then try to make it uncomfortable for the batsman by going away from that anticipated zone.
Time out after this, sir. One time out after this.
So he's basically saying that all the other batters think like him. Is that what you're saying, Bish?
Well, you're taking a punt because every batsman is different, but I get the methodology that he's operating on.
Well, with that methodology at the moment, he's doing very, very well. 5 runs from it, 125 for 2.
Well, it's a timeout. Comes, you need to. Let's see, timeout. Need to see the screen. Stand by for break. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go break. Started. Are you not in touch? Is it not supposed to be? Naveed. Is this not a 3.5 minute strategic timeout? What's the strategic timeout? What's the duration? The clock was only of 2.5 minutes. 3 and his. What? We have another 2 minutes 15 seconds left according to 3.5 minute clock. And he's running at 2.5. Two minutes left in the break. What is it? It's 3.5, right? Naveed? Yeah. So his clock is 1 minute. Yes. So players would be ready. Players need to know. Third umpire. Rashid. We are still 90 seconds left on the break. The big screen guy had a wrong clock. Yeah, so another minute 20 left. Another minute 20 left. Back in a minute. Another 15
Well, we're back from the cool strategic timeout, 3.5 minutes for United just to gather their thoughts, and a lot of animation, particularly from Shane Watson in the huddle. That's well played just for the single. And we've got Alan Wilkins down on the boundary.
Guess what? Tifa in trouble. Who is Tifa? It is Ali Safar. Tifa in trouble. What? Tell me more.
Well, this is the name of my new film that I'm shooting now. It's going to release end of the year. Very excited. It's an action comedy. It's my first Pakistani film, so very excited and proud. And very excited to be here with you again. We are back again.
Listen, I've got to shake your hand on that because, listen, I have been learning the song. It's a wonderful song. The opening ceremony, first of all, the opening ceremony was wonderful. Did you enjoy it? Had a good time?
Every bit of it, every moment. And thank you, everybody, all of you out there, for your growing love over the years. I'm a nobody without you guys. Thank you.
What's happening? Oh, is that a wicket? I'm not sure. Is that another wicket gone? I'm not too sure it is.
Well, Alan Wilkins not too sure, but we'll pick it up from here. Brad Haddon has gone up straight away, but then he's just sort of just showing there he's not 100% sure. So it looks as if it will be a referral. So we saw that the bails come off and we're going upstairs. Rashid Riaz is the TV umpire deciding on this decision. Double wicket would be very important here for United, so that's the first thing we need to check. Something behind the crease line, so no problems there. Bowled, simple as that. Owen Morgan reaching forward, and it's got through his defences and it's clipped the top of off. At the end of the day, the scorecard is going to say Owen Morgan bowled, and United have got exactly what they were looking for when Zalmi were just absolutely flying. They've got the double wicket. Morgan's gone for 1, and the score's 126 for 3.
Back in 10 seconds. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back. Cue box.
So with the departure of Owen Morgan, it brings Haris Sohail to the crease, making his PSL debut as well. He suffered a little bit with injuries, but now has his moment. Slip in play, more pressure being applied. And off you go, Wilco.
Thank you, Mel. Yes, I'm talking here to Ali Zafar. Ali, you're saying you're filming. It's Tifa in trouble. Is that going to take your time now for the rest of, the year?
Yeah, we're going to shoot for about the next 3-4 months, and because it's a lot of action and comedy, so I need to train hard. I need to have those 6-packs, plus those high kicks, jump off the roofs, plus sing to the girl actually.
Listen, we haven't got much time, so I have been learning. Can you start? I've got to look at the words. So you start, and I'll pick it up with you, okay?
फिर सीटी बजेगी, स्टेज सजेगा और ताली बजेगी, अब खेल जमेगा. फिर सीटी बजेगी, स्टेज सजेगा और ताली बजेगी, अब खेल जमेगा. This is easy. La 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 la. La 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 la. I haven't even sung to a girl like this.
How do you think?
Fantastic, man.
I'll keep going, okay?
That was fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
La 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 la. Take it away.
That's the over.
Well, in Australia, we'd say, don't give up your day job, Alan Wilkins. 4 overs. Well, the double wickets have helped Zalmi there. Just wrestled this score back a little bit. They keep going at around that 11 mark, which they would hope. They're still going to score over 200. And only twice in the history of PSL has someone chased down 175 plus. So still ominous signs here for United. GoPro selfie moment, the Q Mobile selfie moment. That's off a GoPro right there. I've brought my GoPro over as well. I might bring it out on a couple of occasions. Put it in the commentary box.
A lot of focus on Haris Sohail. He's not been fit. He was a regular for Pakistan in 50 overs cricket. Had to be taken out because he was unfit and had to wait for a very long time. Issues with his knee. So the best way to control the flow of runs is to pick wickets. It's age-old mantra and it works almost every time. Current run rate is still pretty decent, but they need Kamran Akmal to fire and possibly go till the end, or the good part of the last part of the innings, maybe up till 17th or 18th over.
18 off Ahmed Butt's first over. They might just target him. And that's well bowled.
A little bit of tail on it. Looks as though it's slanted in just a little bit, very, very late in its path down to the batsman. Interesting. Watson, wicket in his over, out of the attack. Obviously got plans for him and his bowling towards the back end of the innings, which he does, I think, relatively well.
And a big opportunity here is trying to get Akmal off strike as much as possible. And it's just going to bounce 2/3 of the way, and unfortunately for United it means that he's back on strike, picks up 2.
Beautifully deceived by the offie. So it spun just a shade. Not an impossible ball really to play, but still thinking that it's India. Undone by spin there. England team just recently.
That's really good work there. Some good aggression. It's probably the delivery that has a medium pace, and they probably don't bowl and off of sometimes. Batters get used to just plonking on the front foot. Surprise delivery, the shorter ball. Deceptive in speeds too. Pushing up at times closer to that 140 mark. And trying and change up and down as part of his variation. That's well bowled again. Thick edge sliding off the blade. They're going to come back for 2. And it's a poor throw in.
Are they thinking 190 as a minimum here based on where they are now in the projected? Anything less than that, they'll be a little disappointed. Not saying they're guaranteed to get there. All sorts can happen over the last 5 overs of the innings. And that is where they'll be hoping to get as a minimum.
Last one.
Driven firmly down the ground. And that's well bowled. 18 off the first, 7 off his second over, 136 for 3. PSL 2017. Hafiz was gone, very first ball of the match. And 122-run partnership was put on by Akmal. Just the 3 wickets to fall, so wickets in hand means that a big total is certainly on offer here. And a lot of it will be down to that man on screen there. Currently 77 from just the 43 deliveries. Advances and adjusts just at the last minute.
Yeah, I think he's got this covered, the off spinner. Very clever bowling from the off spinner. He shortened the length. You got to be careful when you're dancing down the track to him, because he delivers the ball late. He's made few adjustments. It's not been all rosy, all right for the off spinner. He's gone through a lot in his career, but last year he resurfaced in the first class circuit and picked up a few wickets. Now he's back in the reckoning. He wants everyone to notice his bowling. Yeah, leading wicket taker, I've just been told by Mazhar, our stats guy, in T20 cricket. Oh, massive! That really is humongous. That is 6.5. Magnificent footwork and once again uninhibited flow of the bat. And you can make out whether somebody is in form or not, because there is surety. And there's that nice flow of the bat, hitting the ball crisply as ever.
Well, Ramiz Raja, you said when spin was introduced that Akmal loves it and can hit to all parts of the ground, and he's certainly showing that at the moment. And now in a blink of an eye, well, he's just 17 short of a possible century. Goes leg side on this occasion, does Ajmal, and picks up a dot delivery.
Looking to bowl into his legs, I suspect now, and cramping for room. It's one of the things that was so difficult about Ajmal when he had been allowed to bowl that doosra. And Ian Jones, the coach, not pleased at all with the way this has gone so far.
Goes with some width on this occasion and bangs it through the offside. Well, the 6 off the first ball, sorry, the second ball, and a 4 off the fourth. And he moves to 87.
Well, his range has been immense. He's powered one over mid-wicket. This one was timed to perfection over covers, and that's why he's been unstoppable. He's got angles, and he's finding the middle of the bat. Almost every time he's ventured to hit the big shot. Saeed Ajmal being neutralised here.
This time through the onside has gone so quickly, but covered on the boundary. And those angles that you're talking about, Ramiz, has meant that he's now gone and picked up the highest score by any batter, any Zalmi batsman. The highest previous to that was Brad Hodge, who unfortunately could not come out to this Pakistan Super League. It is just for the Zalmi franchise. Worked for 1, possibly 2. They're turning and having a look, but saying no to that.
That's the over.
So 15 overs gone here, just 1 shy of 150.
We're into the last 5 overs. It's 149 for 3. It's well bowled, very well bowled. Mohammad Sami just following the batsman. You see a batsman starting to make moves like that down the leg side, the bowler, you tend to follow him just to restrict him.
The problem Haris Sohail has that he's just come back from injury. Hasn't had a lot of cricket under his belt. He's just recently been fit enough to start playing. And so he's straight into the PSL and straight into a high pressure environment.
This time he makes the extra room. You need that to swing the bat, but it's only one. Blistering start it was by Zalmi. It's the 150 up, and here it is, the 150 truck. It's good engine in there, Danny.
Powered by a bit of Zik oil. Hey? Loving this. 88 off 47. He's striking at 187. And the run rate, well, it's practically 10s here. Sammy's got a lot on his plate as he steams in. Gonski! Mispa round the corner's done the trick. Captain gets rid of the danger man. Finally, there's a bit of happiness. 150 up, but it's the cost of Cameron Akmal. They're just going to check the front foot. Mohammad Sami, he has got a history of being over that. Planted, slid a little bit, nothing wrong with this one. So it's going to be the 4th one down. It's got the message. See you later, Cameron Akmal, for 88 from 48. Stunning stuff. It is 150 for 4 here.
Well, this is the end of Cameron Akmal. He didn't get into a position really to put that away. And you'd expect Misbah to catch those. Well, Sami is happy. Danger man is gone. Asim Akram, Dean Jones also happy. Cameron Akmal unhappy. That was a fine innings.
Probably the only shot he didn't middle. Everything came out of that middle of the bat and sounded immense. But what a wicket to get, just to peg them back. Going almost at 10s, and Darren Sami just to provide the impetus right at the end.
He is a very unorthodox looking player. Darren Sami holds the bat, and it's a very big bat, and he holds it at the top of the handle, so he's got an extra sort of bat swing, if you like. And he gets into extraordinary positions, but if he gets it right, if he gets the hand-eye coordination, this little white ball will be looking like a meteorite flying through the sky here.
Yeah, it's a perfect time for him to come in. Franchise T20 around the globe. This is where Darren Sami cashes in.
Slower ball.
It's been a great comeback over from some, just one run off it and the wicket. Just has that extra bit of pace. And on this pitch especially, the ball's skidding through and it's going to the keeper. So he's using the short ball. And as of now, Sami's not up to the pace.
Running, last ball.
It's well bowled. It's a very good over from Sami. It's 151 for 4.
Go break. Officer, we can try for a minute break here.
Still to come, you'd think that Shahid Afridi might go up the order ahead of Iftikhar, maybe Chris Jordan as well.
20 seconds for
But such a good start this that you'd expect now with the 4 overs to go. Zalmi would like to get around about the 190 mark. 151 for 4 with 4 overs to go.
5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone's back. Continue comes.
Said Ajmal went for 44 in his 4 overs. Kamran Akmal took a particular liking to him. And it's going to be Mohammad Irfan to come back. He's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 20, took a wicket with his very first ball of the match. There's that height and that extra pace. So difficult to negotiate.
Yeah, good luck with that, Skip. Darren Sammy. He's no shorty, is he? He's about 6'4" himself. Oh, just fizzed on by with Mohammad Irfan coming left arm around. Like it a lot. Big left armers. We don't have to do a big left armour, just the angle. I know you're loving this, Wilco. Left armers over round, change the angle, change the pace.
Projected score at 186. I think they'd be looking at 190. There's that rather ungainly looking swing, but it brings in the rewards. It might not look the best, but just look in the scoreboard. They don't draw pictures on the scorecard.
Always effective. Big long levers. That one just short enough for him to rock back, and that big swing of the bat. Very, very strong. Even if he doesn't get all of it, it's the maximum.
I think with that action he could chop a few trees down, couldn't he? Well bowled. Perfect. Right up into that block. And absolutely no way that Darren Sammy could produce anything more than that. Perfect. Let's go downstairs, Zainab.
And I've got here with me a great singer and humanitarian Shahzad Roy. Shahzad, आपने गाना भी गाया है HBL PSL का, और आज के एटमॉस्फेयर के बारे में आप पहले क्या कहेंगे?
मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ. I enjoyed every bit. और मैं बड़ा इमोशनल हूँ आज के. मैं चाहता हूँ कि सीरियसली ये सब कुछ पाकिस्तान में हो, और अगर ये पाकिस्तान में होगा तो इसको आप मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 कर सकते हैं. Because we are really starved for cricket. और जितना भी
There's also been a wicket. Islamabad United की तरफ से मोहम्मद इरफान ने Darren Sammy को आउट कर दिया. We'll talk more about this, but let's go back to the commentary team for now.
Darren Sammy's going to have to wait here. They're just going to look at the front foot for the no ball. They're going to look at this, and there's no problem there whatsoever. So Darren Sammy perishes with an unusual looking shot, but caught by Sharjeel, and he's gone for 157 for 5. biggest shout of the night for Shahid Afridi. A nice little nudge to get off the mark for one. First time he's walked out to that reception. He's well loved. Shahid Afridi, a good finish with a little sting in the tail here for Zalmi. That'll get up to the projected score of 186. In their minds, they've got to be thinking around about 190. Last ball of the 17th over here. And this has been a really good spell by Mohamed Irfan. 2 for 27. He's got one ball now to finish his spell of 4 overs. Oh, and Brad Haddon has missed that, and it's missed everything. Umpire's given byes, not wides, byes. 4 overs, 2 for 27, 162 for 5. It's a very good spell of bowling from the big fella, Mohamed Irfan. 4 overs, 2 for 27. Wicket in his first over with his first ball, Hafiz, and then a wicket in his last. Three overs to go here. Islamabad United, if they can pick up a couple of wickets here and just stem these runs, they'll feel that the decision to bowl first was the right one. But at the moment, the average first innings score here, and this is taken from last year's, the inaugural PSL, was 148. There's been a bit more pace in this pitch for this first match. Shane Watson is back. Nudged down the leg side. Was there bat on that, or was there just a little bit of pad? Keep an eye on the umpire here. Umpire, I think, is given runs.
There's a little cutter. Oh, yes, Mr. Raza. Got it right. Oh, Razmeister. Haddon didn't get it right. Couldn't get the glove there. They all count.
Leg side, not picked up just for one. Let's go back downstairs, Zainab.
Back with Shahzad Roy over here, and we're talking about the cheers from the crowd. अभी शायद अफरीदी के लिए आपने सुन ली होंगी कि जो cheers थी, तो यही एटमॉस्फेयर है जो हम मिस करते हैं पाकिस्तान।
जी बिल्कुल, और क्योंकि ये सिर्फ फेस्टिवल नहीं है, कंपेरेटिव क्रिकेट भी है। बड़ा ज़बरदस्त टैलेंट आपको देखने को मिलता है। शर्जील खान वापस आए थे पिछले साल PSL में खेलने से। तो मेरी दुआ सिर्फ ये है कि हम ये सब कुछ पाकिस्तान में कर सकें, और चाहे जितनी भी स्टेडियम की कैपेसिटी हो, आई थिंक वो 10 स्टेडियम भी भर जाएंगे अगर ये फाइनल पाकिस्तान में लाहौर में हो गया। तो मेरी दुआ यही है कि पाकिस्तान में हो सके ये
फाइनल एक्सपेक्टेड है लाहौर का। मैं आपसे यही पूछने लगी थी कि आपकी जो एक्साइटमेंट लेवल है अबाउट द फाइनल, आप क्या कहेंगे उसके बारे में, कि एक बहुत से ऐसे क्रिकेटर्स हैं यहाँ पे जिन्होंने पाकिस्तान में खेला भी नहीं, इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट खेलते रहे या UAE में खेलते रहे, तो उनके लिए भी कितना बड़ा ओकेजन होगा कि अपने क्राउड के सामने खेलें।
मैं समझता हूँ, क्योंकि मैं कराची को इसे सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मैंने उसका ऑफिशियल एंथम भी किया है, तो मैं कहूँगा धनाधन होगा और आई होप कराची जीतेगा।
अच्छा, आपने जो है नेशनल जो एंथम सॉन्ग है वो आपने ही गाया है, तो थोड़ा से वी कांट लेट यू गो विदाउट हैविंग सिंग फॉर अस।
आप कौन सा सुनना चाहेंगी, धनाधन सुनना चाहेंगी या बल्ले बल्ले सुनना चाहेंगी?
जो भी आपका दिल करे।
मैं बल्ले बल्ले सुना देता हूँ। चलेंगे बल्ले बल्ले, चलेंगे बल्ले बल्ले, उड़ेंगे बल्ले बल्ले, चलेंगे बल्ले, ओ बल्ले बल्ले तू गेंद करा मुंडिया। हल्का हाथ रखा तो दिख जाएगा, ये लॉन की सेल नहीं कि कुछ भी बिक जाएगा।
चलो
खेलना होगा।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया शहजाद।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Oh dear, that's a reload. Brad Haddin's done well there. He's had a bit of a testing time, Brad Haddin. A bit difficult, that last ball of the Mohammed Irfan over that was given 4 byes. This is the end of Darren Sammy. That's an extraordinary shot.
He's hit that really well and has gone straight to the fielder, and he was a deep point fielder.
Short again and out. Misbah pouches another one, and once again it's the short ball from Shane Watson. It's a tactic he has used all through his T20 career. Freedy's gone for 4, 167 for 6. New man for Zalmi is Iftikhar Ahmed. Comes in with 2 balls left of the 18th over. Now, those of you at home in Pakistan watching this might be wondering why we're a little bit late. It's because we did have a delay with the actual, well, sight screen you might say it was, but it was part of the stage for the opening ceremony, which couldn't be dismantled in time. So we're a little bit late tonight. Short and a nick and gone. Shane Watson once again with the short ball, and he's got 2 in 2. That is a quack. It's 167 for 7. Well, the first match for Chris Jordan of England, and he comes into bat on a hat-trick. The first match in the HBL PSL. Hat-trick ball, Shane Watson. Didn't go with the short one. Well, that's a very fine over for Islamabad. It's 168 for 7. Two overs to go. Scintillating innings from Kamran Akmal, 88 from 48. That was a strike rate of 183 from Zalmi's number 3. Mohammad Sami, Jordan on strike.
Just gone all downhill after Kamran Akmal wicket. Afridi, short ball, nowhere near the middle of the bat, just spooned it up. Misbah accepts gleefully, and the next another short ball, and it's nicked to the keeper. So Shane Watson doing the job. But just 18 runs off 17 balls after the dismissal of Kamran Akmal. So it's all gone downhill in these final few overs for Islamabad.
Yeah, they were steering at 200, possibly to breach 200. A minimum of 190 we were thinking about not long ago. So all of a sudden, this fabulous game can be turned on its head so quickly.
They needed Kamran Akmal to stay in. Kamran Akmal knew the expression on his face when he did get out, and it was, I think you said it, Buzzard, that it was the only ball he didn't middle. But once again, it's Shane Watson who's used that short ball tactic, and he's used it so well, and he has done in recent years with his IPL experience. Big bash. And this man knows how to bowl at the death as well, Mohammad Sami.
It's been such a change from the previous PSL. We've got the faster men doing the job. There's Sami, 1 for 15. The reactions of Shane Watson. He knew that was Afridi. And then it was Haris Sohail. It's just a short ball that's worked so very well. Extra bit of bounce and getting the ball quickly onto the bat.
Top edge, straight up, Brad had in, can he get there? Oh yes, he can. That's a good catch. Always difficult when you're running back like that, and he took it easily in the end. Top edges fly, and that's a smart catch indeed from Brad Haddin. So wickets are going regularly here for Zalmi. They're not profiting from a very good start. Car's gone. It's yet another duck. It's 169 for 8. Could be 2 here if they're smart. It's good pickup and throw. Sam Billings, terrific fielder he is. 19 overs gone, 170 for 8. Play score. 2 in the power play, the loss of just 1 wicket, and now the final over will be bowled by Shane Watson. He's picked up 3 for 24 in his 3 overs. Final over here. That's a very nice looking shot. It's 1 bounce 4 because there's no long off, so a very simple caress for 4.
Yeah, cool as you like. Jordan. Watson going for the Yorker. He missed the target. Jordan didn't. Lovely little execution. Just a little punch. That's all it needed.
Just wondered, Danny, whether the short ball for Shane Watson has worked so well. Bit of mind games out there now because he knows that Jordan is expecting it.
Yeah, and you think about Watson and these guys getting older where you're not playing quite as much and you've been bowling shorter ones, bowling changes of pace, and then you try a Yorker and you're not quite right. There's your short one, Wilco. Yeah, only a single this time.
Short ball again, this time Mohammad Sami. Awkward for Haddon, but did well in the end. Sami's had a terrific spell. Haddon almost let it slip and hit his head.
Running.
Oh, is that a wide? Yes, it is. Got the length, but Hassan Ali ducking underneath it. And Chris Jordan's probably going to tell him, just get something on it. We'll get a run here.
Running.
Oh, smack this. That is a real smack. No wonder he's smiling. Chris Jordan's just told him to get 1 and he got 4.
There's your short one again. We'll go. We'll be putting this one away. Wow. Towards the end of the play, but I tell you what, he got enough of it. Little cutter. Bang. Major piece of this one.
He's going to have to go for another delivery there. Reload from Shane Watson. And they know they've probably been a little bit slow on the clock here as well. Misbah keeping an eye on the time.
Running.
Still 3 balls to go. It'll be another 3. Shane Watson's just trying a little bit too hard here, and he's losing his shape in the delivery stride.
Yeah, just getting older by the minute. This over's never ending.
Yeah, you know it, BK. Yeah, get back and bowl, Watto. There's a couple of 3 wise men, old men. Tozif Ahmed, the old mate.
Who's underneath this? Who wants it? But takes the simple catch. Any 1 of 3 could have caught it, but Shane Watson eventually bowls one on the sticks and he gets Hassan Ali. He's gone for 4. It's 182 for 9.
Running.
Jordan's on strike. Well, that's gone into the stats. That's 6. Shane Watson didn't want to bowl it at Jordan. He was happy to bowl at the Zalmi tail.
Didn't realize. Now, last delivery, where does Watson go? Does he go for that short ball again, Alan?
3 wides. We've got a wicket and a 6 in this over and a 4. And tried to get the Yorker up there. They'll have to look for a second. And they've got it as well. So they get to the 190. Shane Watson finishes with 4 for 44. An expensive last over from him. But Darren Sammy and the Peshawar Zalmi will be happy that they've reached the target. 190 for 9.
Yeah, he's looking a little disappointed and angry with himself, Shane Watson. He had 4 for 24 at one stage, and then bang. Last over disappears for 20. All those wides and the maximum. The over started with a boundary. So he's
Smith, who was as responsible as anyone else for Islamabad's final win in the first edition of the PSL with a wonderful half-century. Junaid Khan, good to see him back. I have a lot of time for Junaid Khan. Good to see him back at the international level as well. He's had his injury problems, a wonderful wrist position in the finest tradition of the great Pakistanis, and I think that's a good indication of the due which may just have formed a little more significantly deeper into this contest, Alan Wilkins.
Agree with every word.
Better head. Shahid Khan, your thoughts on him and the way that he's developed?
Well, he's. Who do you think will win the match? Vote now at the PSL T20. That's the official handle of the Twitter of the PSL. At the PSL T20. Who's going to win this match? Yeah, that dew could. You were out there just at the pitch at the toss, and it was just starting to take an effect. So it could well have an effect. And when a bowler has to use a different type of grip, it changes his bowling altogether.
Very pleasant shot to get going for Dwayne Smith. That is one of his better shots.
One of his better shots, I tell you what, it could almost be one of the shots of the tournament. That was just lovely to watch. If you want to see a perfect off drive, just have a look at that. Yeah, take a photo. We're going to take lots of photos. Held the shot beautifully. And well hurdled too by Shazil at the non-striker's end.
Much better length, 73 in the 2016 final for Dwayne Smith. Just 51 balls it took him as well. And the selfie moment. Mobile's selfie moment.
He came in late into the Islamabad squad because Shane Watson went home injured. I think Shane Watson might have had a calf injury, but I think Dwayne Smith is one of the most destructive players around. There you go, straight over mid-on for another 4.
Just look at the strength in Dwayne Smith's wrists here. It was a full delivery. It was on the pads. He's picked it up so beautifully well. Just a little off cutter there, but he says no problems at all. Kept the blade open, but just at that last minute, just that little flick, got it up and over the infield.
Not sure how much the cutters will grip on the surface, but the length certainly has to be better for it to have some effect. That was just a touch too full. And he had to pull his length back. One of the things about Dwayne Smith, though, is coming out, emanating from Barbados. He's very accustomed to playing the horizontal bad shot. Sometimes, yes, it gets him in trouble, but it's not a shot that he's afraid to attempt to play.
Well, it's just been a great signing for Islamabad, and when they retained him, and we didn't see him bowl tonight, but this guy, Dwayne Smith, he can chip in. He's a captain's delight, because he can come in and bowl you a couple of overs, fill a gap, but it's his destructive qualities opening the baton that makes him such a force.
That's well for you. In fact, I'm always surprised that he doesn't bowl as much as I think he should be used by different captains.
What do you think that is? Is that a little bit of his own choice as well as teams?
I don't know. I mean, out of the blue, we've seen him for different franchises. He bowled in the middle of the season, then we won't see him again for a couple of games. And we saw him in Dubai a couple of years ago here in the IPL Bowl, effectively to Maxwell and company. I think he's definitely been underutilized in his career. That could run away for 4 as well. This has been a good start to the innings for Islamabad. 14 without loss. Another 177 needed off 114 deliveries for Islamabad to try to open their campaign with a victory to start quicker. They came late into the piece in the first edition of the PSL, winning 5 on the bounce to win. They're wanting and hoping to start better in the second edition.
3, 2, 1, everyone's back running.
There was nothing happening from the left arm. No pace, no swing. It was really a gentle offering for both these players. And you've got two very forceful hitters here in Shahjil Khan and Dwayne Smith.
And a nice culmination to the tour of Australia. Shahjil Khan got 250 runs in the ODIs at an average of 50.
Saw his knock at the MCG, and it was fantastic to watch, but what the Australians didn't manage to extract was any kind of swing. So I think that will probably be one of the keys, I think, for any of the teams playing against him in this tournament, is to see if they can get the ball moving a little bit.
He's out! Hassan Ali has his man! The umpire agrees, and he's a good young bowler, this fella. Emerging player in this team, and he showed improvement every time I've seen him, and he gets a very important wicket. Shahjil Khan goes for 1, 14 for 1.
30 seconds. Back in 20 seconds. 15. Back in 10. Standby. Back in 5.
Because you're on fire,
4,
Gav.
3, 2, 1. Clear back. Cue comes.
New batsman is veteran Brad Haddon. And after Junaid Khan's untidy first over, it's been a good comeback from Hassan Ali. That might fly away for 4. A little bit of a waist swing, but there was width on it and capitalised upon from Haddon.
Well, completely different role here for Brad Haddon. He's usually in around that sort of 5-6 mark for the Sydney Sixers in the Big Bash. He finds himself now coming in at 3 with an opportunity to build a big innings. And that's no surprise, though. Brad Haddon coming after it very first ball.
Much better line, much tighter line.
Well, it's just pitched on, and you see how Sharjeel is looking leg side with that. Umpire's call, clipping the top of off stump. A very decent delivery. Sharjeel looking leg side.
Decent delivery and a decent umpiring decision as well. There was a few things that, to the naked eye, straight away you sort of went, oh, maybe not. But that's probably why we're sitting up here, isn't it?
Last ball.
I think this young kid Hassan Ali has a very bright future ahead of him. Excellent control, 19 for 1.
Go break.
Definitely past the bedtime of a few of those. A good crowd have turned up here for this opening contest. Excellent crowd during the opening ceremony. Christopher Jordan.
Really enjoyed watching him during the World T20 in India at the start of last year. Fantastic fielder, one of those fielders we always speak about all-rounders, someone who can do a bit of batting or bowling, or a keeper who can bat, but he is the ultimate all-round in terms of his fielding. He can field in slips, he's fantastic on the boundary, and he's taken some of the best caught and bowled catches you'll ever see.
This is the problem now with the dew factor will come in with the bowling. Every bowler should actually have a little towel. Darren Sammy, everyone's got to dry that ball.
Oh, dropped it. Barbados to Barbados, dropped by St. Lucia.
Well, he was too busy handing out the towels. He obviously didn't use them on his own hands, because that is gone in and out very quickly. Yeah, devastation for the Zalmi fans. Yeah. Good area. Just playing from the crease. And a simple catch if you're a slipper. Pretty hard hands at the end of the day, wasn't it?
You don't often see Darren Sammy dropping them like that. He's got normally a very safe pair of hands.
Yeah, you guys were talking about how good Christopher Jordan is in the field. Well, Darren Sammy has been just as good over the course of his career, anywhere in the field, outfield, in the slip cordon. And he has dropped a few, but you don't see it happen too often. He's a fantastic athlete, and that was as straightforward as he will admit to. Cleared mid-off easily. Good ball striking here inside this power play from Islamabad United.
Well, anything full, Brad Haddon has gone after right from ball one. On both occasions, he hasn't found the middle of the bat. Just towed two of them, but has cleared the field.
Mel, you were saying that Brad Haddon, he bats 6 in the Big Bash. Here, this is the role that he's been playing last year in the PSL. He went in there and blasted from the offset. Much slower delivery that time. In the final, he scored 61 at batting 3 for Islamabad.
Well, Jordan would know about Brad Haddon. He would have watched a lot of him. He would have played in the Big Bash recently as well. So one of the things that I noticed during the bowling effort from Islamabad is the way they changed their length at different times. Used the short ball quite often. Shane Watson and Mohammed Shami and Mohammed Irfan. And that's something that you can maybe think about. Good slow ball. The length was beautifully controlled and the line good. 26 for 1. .164 more needed, 102 balls. Third man and fine leg. Pull his length back. I think it's worth the odd short ball from me, and that's not a surprise to anyone listening to this telecast in Pakistan, in the Caribbean, in Australia, wherever this has gone. I think it's worth trying Brad Haddon to see how it affects him. Maybe you've got to bring the fine leg up and put the man back at deep square as well, which they've done now.
I think it actually took United a little while to figure that out as well, and then when Shane Watson did it, well, he then took 4 for. I think that's what Brad Haddon also does really well. He's in a really aggressive kind of play. He likes to see the ball, hit the ball, but if the ball's not in his area, he's got nice soft hands and he can usually rotate the strike really well. So it just means that that rotation people are running through, it just keeps the score ticking over all the time.
Morgan, we love you!
As good as the pitch has been, it's been a good pitch. We don't see a lot of lateral movement, and that the ground's unpredictable at Wahab Riaz. Nice length, good carry, nice whippy action is what I like about him. The pace of his run-up, Hassan Ali, runs through the crease, slightly mixed action, but gets good momentum through the bowling crease.
And do you count that run up and build up to the crease, why he can bowl so quickly for a man with quite small stature, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he gets all the energy going generally in the right direction for me. There's very little falling away to his left. No ball, so there'll be a free hit in addition to this boundary, and that was picked up from just short of a length.
Well, Cardinals sin in the T20 format. Just the excitement and the pace that Bishop was talking about coming into the crease. It has just meant that he's overstepped that line by quite a way. I told you he was quick. He's a little bit slower now.
That action reminds me a little bit of Dale Steyn. The way he approaches and the way he lets it go. It's a very nice action. Let's just have a look at this again. Get some speed, generate some pace through his run up now. Just here, have a look at this. I think that is a load up like Dale Steyn.
We're both sitting here nodding. We're agreeing with you for once. Alan Wilkins, this is quite surprising.
Nope, I'm withholding my agreement. I'm never agreeing with Alan at all. I'm withholding mine. Now you're not going to see me shaking my head. No.
You just said.
Nice wristy shot from Smith.
It often happens though, doesn't it, when young players are coming up and they're watching their heroes on the screen, that they then start to mimic a little bit of their own actions within their own game.
Not a bad one to copy, Dale Steyn.
Running, last one. That's your
34 for 1.
go break. That's going to be a ball into Pakistani can break for 1 minute. 15 for 1. Ball back in 10. Ball back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. World is back. World is back. No, Pakistan is out.
It's an interesting innings from
24 minutes.
Peshawar. That they started off quite well for the first 11, 12 overs, slowed a little bit towards maybe over number 18, and then picked up in the last couple of overs to get to 190 finally.
Crash.
Junaid. At a length.
An interesting innings, isn't it? They got to 190, so I guess it means who's going to win the game, doesn't it? It seems to be a wonderful PSL because all the sides are fully prepared with fantastic players. Awesome work. First shout there.
Yeah, I think they've lost maybe Andre Russell. Islamabad have lost Andre Russell. Dwayne Bravo is not here, but you've got Kyron Pollard coming in. You've got a couple of the English guys, Stephen Finn, Jason Roy, and those guys in. So I think there's some good talent over the course of this tournament. Marlon Samuels is here as well. Thomas Brathwaite didn't manage to make it. Rodman Powell didn't come out either. Brendan McCullum's here. So there's a lot to look forward to. I think you've got some pretty strong units in each match. Given the conditions, I think will be fantastic.
It says a lot about the tournament too when you lose big names like a Bravo, that there's all these other big names wanting to come and play in it and step into those shoes.
Let's not forget Sangakkara. Kamil Sangakkara's coming in, one of the skippers. Well, this is better from Junaid. Oh, they're screaming for it. Junaid wants something from the umpire, and the umpire's giving him a stare.
Brett Haddon's having a little chuckle about it. I don't think he thought there was anything untoward there at all. Yeah, looked, it went well below the under edge of the bat.
To bowl a lot of cutters. We saw Watson bowl a lot of cross-seam deliveries
Running.
into this grassy surface. Back of the length again, good change up in terms of the way it's carried through nicely.
He was one of the standouts for me in Australia in the one-day series. Not particularly because of the amount of wickets that he picked up, but just his aggression, just his energy at the crease all the time. He always gave something when he had the ball in his hand.
Junaid Khan, that is, and I'm just sorry that he had the injuries, because in his international career he's done particularly well against Sri Lanka, but he's bowled a lot of flat pitches, and I think it took its toll on his knees, his body. Excellent variation from him.
This is what you love about the game too, the competition between bat and ball, not just between teams, but all of a sudden Junaid and Smith, you just sense, even whether or not it's because of that first appeal where he didn't hit it, that all of a sudden there's something now going on between these two. We talk about the rivalries between the teams. I think it's also a really good reminder to pick up on the rivalries between individual players as well.
One thing, so Darren Sammy talking there, he badly wants this. He badly wants to set a tone and win another tournament at this franchise level. Too short, wide.
Well, he knows how to do it, doesn't he, Darren Sammy? He's done it internationally with West Indies. What it takes to win big tournaments. That is well and truly over.
I think the idea was right, but he's now given Smith another go, so he's now bowled, in fact, 5 dot balls with that wide. Can he really finish it off now? Oh, he's got away with that, but that's a very good over from Junaid Khan. It's 36 for 1.
Selfies going off just quietly. It's a useful start this. Islamabad United. One left in the power play, one down. Haddon's joined Dwayne Smith. So just the loss of Shajil, leg before. Here comes Jordan. There he goes, he's disappeared over cover. Free swing of the blade and it's away for 4 more, Rambo.
Yeah, it's a typical Haddon strike. He makes a bit of room and then just extends his arms. And it's such a true pitch that you can do this regularly. Sweetly timed.
Likes to say leg side. Just opening up that offside. He's gone to that shot quite a few times this innings. Haven't seen him hit through the leg side, so maybe just a change in plan with the line that Jordan will bowl.
Running.
Yeah, good reply. 2 very dangerous right-handers at the crease. Smith all around planet Earth with this format. He has seen it and done it all. And Haddon in the twilight. So fresh off the Big Bash in Australia. And he's still loving his cricket.
He remains the danger man with the ball, Shahid Afridi. Stats show that every time he picks up 3 wickets, the chances to win improve drastically for Zalmi. Slow delivery. You know, in this format, you've got to think like a captain. If you're a fielding side, everyone, you know, cover the angles in the field. You've got to do that because the time is so short that it's impossible for the captain to direct you all the time. So as a bowler, you've got to think quick and captain yourself. A bit like the batters. They are out there on their own, trying to farm out a strategy.
Yeah, power play almost done. And boom, boom, and just around the corner. Another good angle in there from Jordan. Yeah, I'm with you, Rambo. I think get a bit of pace off the ball. Get a Freedy into the attack. The golden arm, loving the big stage. And I dearly love to break this partnership.
It'll probably depend on how well Islamabad United play the spinners. We saw Kamran Akmal take the spinners apart, and which in turn made them get that big total, and that will be the key here for United's chase.
On the bounce to the fielder in the deep. The other thing to consider if you're employing a spinner is the due factor. How well he'll grip the ball, how will it affect his chances, how easier it would be for the batsman to hit him. We're deep in the night here. It's 12:25.
Yes, good morning, wherever you may be. It is after midnight here in the UAE, and Pakistan a little later.
Well, you get up and get ready to go out at this hour of the day, Danny. 12 o'clock is your wake-up call time.
Oh, sleeping's overrated. Oh, a little flick here. That's not overrated. There's a nice little tickle round the corner. Power play done. It's 43 for 1. Is now 10.5s for United to get up if they want to win it. Game 1 for PSL 2. 148 from 84.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, just one down. Power play over, and it is time for that guy. Afridi. Oh, and Haddon with some delightful touch. Brings up another boundary here for Islamabad.
Yeah, he's quite capable of doing that. Very talented. We're in good position really to play that shot with soft hands, just gliding the ball into the gap. Afridi providing him with extra bit of pace.
Give it a heave, headster. And boom, it's gone all the way. Boom, boom, getting some of his own treatment. 50 up with this one.
Brings up the 50 with a maximum. Didn't get all of it. It was inner part of the bat. And for a moment, Haddon had his heart in the mouth, but the ball just sneaked over. Just over the top.
I think fielders will take a bit of time getting adjusted to the field angles and where the boundary is on the leg side and the offside. When that 6 was hit, I thought the batsman was in, thinking that he is far away from the boundary rope. I don't think that Afridi does quickly is he finishes the over in a jiffy.
First one from Afridi, Costa 13, 56 for 1. HBL PSL 2, stunning Dubai International Cricket Stadium, really is. A wonderful sight here. Full house, a few of the boxes there nipping inside for a nice cup of tea, coffee. At this late hour into the morning, into the 10th of February now. And skipper Darren Sammy into the attack for the first time this evening. Starts with a change-up, and Haddon starts with a little bit of a swat shot for yet another run.
Very busy at the crease. Haddon, 32 from 18. Well set. And challenging the opposition with some clever piece of cricket.
Another change up from the skipper. Travels the world, as many of these guys do. Caribbean Premier League, down to Australia, through the UK, Bangladesh, India, anywhere else, gentlemen, I've forgotten. He is everywhere as Darren Sammy in 2020 cricket. So all that experience to gather and collect with.
Only Danny Morrison travels more than Sammy.
Got to get those air miles in, Baz.
Options available for viewers in Pakistan. Watch the game live on cricketgateway.pk and psl-t20.com. International viewers can also watch the game live on cricketgateway.com.
Yeah, Akmal decides it's time to come up. So Haddon can't run down the pitch, or Dwayne Smith for that matter. Grill on, and up to the sticks.
Against Sammy, you can set yourself up on the back foot because you know that out of 6 he's going to bowl 3 slow deliveries. He's not very sharp. I think his surprise ball is the full pitch delivery. But otherwise, he's very keen to vary the pace.
There's another one, but it's full in the hole. Yeah, Akmal has decided to go back with the big West Indian on strike. And suddenly that asking rate, with no boundary so far in the 8th, is climbing towards 11. So one more from this Darren Sammy over. He's only gone for, well, 2 off and get the leg by extra. And this one's been pumped. Oh, massive. Flat skimmer to finish the over. Ruins the over, the 50 partnership up. It is now 65 for 1 here. timely for Islamabad United. This partnership. And he sort of knew it was going to be wide, so half sucker played at it, but hadn't. This was a beauty, this. Go the Irishman. Oh, not enough. Height, that is, from Morgan. And he just pumped brilliantly. Oh, the old Chinese cut. Don't say take one and be happy. He's going to take a boundary here. Is Bradley Haddon.
I wanted to clean the offside field, Brad Haddon. The wrong one, and not read by the right-hander. Didn't spin a lot.
The problem Afridi does have at this stage of his career is that he's not playing a lot of cricket. So he comes into this PSL with not a lot of cricket behind him, so he needs to find his rhythm quickly.
Again, good hustle. All that Haddon experience, little dab. And he's enjoying himself out there as the Aussie. Time for the West Indian, though, on strike. Can't get it past another West Indian. Big D Sammy in the way. Who do you think will win the match? Tweet that in. You can vote now. The PSL T20. They can't get all of it, so only one more.
Run rate rising. Need a boundary to end this over again. It's over 10s.
That's you.
73 for 1.
Go break.
Required from 66. Still just under 11s. 10.73. Not precise. This is game one. HBL PSL season 2. Not for me, thanks. That cereal. You're joking. What? Here goes Haddon. Gonna miss it. Is it rain? Rambo, what's going on here? We're in the desert, aren't we?
6 days back, it snowed here in the UAE.
What?
In Ras Al Khaimah. Yes, true. It's clearly bizarre, yeah, absolutely right. I believe there's a 3% chance of rain.
Just invite the Kiwis to bring it with us. This is a classic. Oh, we've had it all. We've had the fireworks at the opening ceremony, and we've had the ball disappearing to all parts of the stadium, and now we've got some rain. Extraordinary. A ring of fire. Here in Dubai, having it all. Wow. Worried about the dew factor on the outfield. We're worrying a bit of rain. Here the gang.
Yeah, the great man is here in Zamamul Haq as the chief selector.
Getting a bit grumpy with the rain. Oh, there's some zip. Carry.
Well, at least the rain has made Sammy bowl seam up. We've seen a lot of slower ones, but now this one just hit the deck, got a bit of bounce.
Get away with that, captain. Well, if you're the captain, you can do anything.
I think Haddon did make a little bit of movement towards the offside, and so it was not that far away from the reach of the ball. Oh, what a shot that is. Fantastically improvised. He was in position earlier. Well, he gets a nod of approval even from Darren Sammy because he was outwitted and outsmarted.
A little bit of a conversation. And coming off for rain in Dubai. That's the first. We've seen it all now.
Oh, Ras, come on, buddy. This isn't rain. Very frustrating for all and sundry. Believe it. Covers are being brought out here from the staff. So, yeah, a little bit of spit happening, coming down, saying the trade, but Duke going sweetly were Haddon and Smith. Haddon not out 44. Smith has been happy to play second fiddle at the other end. 16 from 24. Very chilled in this partnership, but Smith 29 from 29 personally. The partnership 65, and yes, Smith only 16 of it. And this is rather bizarre to say the least, to see the covers come out in Dubai.
It's a debatable point, and I've always believed that rain rules should be different for T20 matches. There's a lot of attendance, a lot of audience watching T20 contest. And while you'd want that there are no accidents on the field, but this wasn't really a major threat for fitness reasons.
Crowd just hanging, waiting, dancing, music playing here. They were put in for Peshawar. So nothing for Hafiz. Gone, very first ball of the match. And then it was up to Milan and Akmal. Came together and smoked it to all parts, and they were the mainstays. 43 and 88 respectively, and a little cameo 16 at the end. Irfan, he got a couple, so did Sammy, and Watson got the most wickets but disappeared in that last over of his, the 20th, went for 20. And in reply, Islamabad United, Shajil out early for just a single, and now we've got Smith 29 from 29 and Haddon 44 from 26, a 79 for 1. And Hassan Ali is the only successful bowler to date with that wicket of Shajil Khan. Means that match one here, 190 for 9, posted first by Peshawar Zalmi. And in reply, defending champs Islamabad United 79 for 1, trying to track down 191. In the night, why don't we just keep playing 20 overs? Lovely change up from Sammy.
Yeah, he's not going to allow him any width. He's pitching the ball in that middle and leg stump line. He is not too happy. Still maintains that fast bowler's temperament, Waz. Hafiz is available to bowl as well.
Last one.
Will he bowl? Should he bowl?
squash downtown. And Jordan does well. They get a couple to finish the 10th finally. It is 80, 1 for 1 here.
Go break. Running.
92 from 48 deliveries. And Shahid Afridi now back on. It's been an amazing game. It's had a little bit of everything. Wicket the very first ball of the match, 122-run partnership. Akmal struck it to every part of the ground. And now some rain in Dubai, but I tell you what, it is still going. Brad Haddin, Dwayne Smith still think they're in the race here, as do Shane Watson and Sam Billings on screen there, two very powerful hitters of the ball. And with ball deliveries like this, all the United fans will be thinking they're in with a really good show.
Running.
Thick inside edge, and they'll take the single. Brad Haddin now back on strike. He's 4 short of another PSL 50. Who would have thought, after such a wonderful season for United in PSL 1, that he didn't hit a 50 in the Big Bash? So the partnership now moves to 73 from just the 58 deliveries. And a reminder, we've just lost the 2 overs because of that rain that fell. And a quicker ball speared in. Well, it's game on here.
Well, it is game on, and with the target revised, 173 in 18 overs. We've lost those 2 overs, so that changes a lot of things. 86 from 43, is that a wide? Yes, it is. Umpire says wide.
Running. Last ball.
1 is the call, and that came from Shahid. Wants it to be kept down to 1. It's 89 for 1.
Go break. Back in 10. Back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, is it going to be this partnership that's going to tilt this match towards the defending champions? Brad Haddin 47 from 29. Dwayne Smith has slowed up. He got off to a racing start. There's something very tricky about this Hassan Ali. I do like the way he delivers the ball. He's got something, he's got a little bit of the devil in him. I like that. He likes to have a go. He's not tall, so he's not really one of those guys who's going to get a lot of bounce, but he's going to get, he's a little bit whippy and hurries onto you, slips into you.
I think that's the key. He skids onto you a little bit quicker. He's got a nice change of pace, a lovely cutter as well. But Haddin has gone beautifully in this innings. It's a key counter here.
He's caught hold of this. That's a flat 6. Just a bit too short this time. Good sound of the bat from Brad Haddin. It brings up his half century. making his presence felt at the top of the order. The 50 truck comes along for Brad Haddin.
No 50s batting in the middle order for the Sydney Sixers in the Big Bash. He comes back to the top of the order for United and chalks up a 50 in his first game, and he has struck the ball so very nicely. He really is now the key to this match.
I think that's a good riposte from the bowler, because Haddin, he was only a fraction short, and Haddin got onto him very quickly. So the next ball, Hassan Ali pitches the ball a little bit further up, stops him from using those arms. And Mel, that's his 450 in his last 5 matches in the PSL for Brad Haddin.
Loves the Pakistan Super League, doesn't he? It's the beauty of all these tournaments popping up around the world, is that you get to see world-class quality players that have retired internationally still playing. Brad Hodge, been around for donkey's years now, still playing well.
Change of field here, no third man, and he goes down the leg side. That's a bad ball. Ooh, he's got away with it though, only for 1.
Well, this is Brad Haddin's 50 package. Anything full, he jumped on early, clearing the inner field. Gave himself a little bit of space. He picked the length really well. You can just see all these shots off the front foot. That's when the rain started to fall. And he started to show that he can hit off the back foot as well.
Bold. It's the 100 up for Islamabad. Again, that's a good delivery from the bowler, because what you're aiming at, and it's a small target, there's the old 100 truck. And Misbah has not played a T20 match since PSL, the inaugural edition. So if he has to come in with a job to do, if this partnership doesn't do it, puts a little bit more pressure on the captain. Ooh, well done.
That's you.
End of the over, it's 101 for 1.
Go break.
So it's a reduced target and a reduced number of overs, because we had a little spell when the players went off for rain. Can you imagine that? Rain in Dubai. So Islamabad now needs 72 runs in 36 balls. Asking rate is 12 and over. Well, these days in the modern game, no target is safe, it would seem. Here's Junaid Khan. Swing of the bat. Is it going to find mid-off? It does. Now, has that gone for 6? Has that gone straight from the hands? Haris Sohail, oh, he's given 4 straight away. I thought the umpire might want to look at that, because if this has gone straight to the fielder's hands, and has he parried this into the boundary cushions? Ooh, it was close. It was close.
He went very casually at it, as though he was almost overconfident that he was going to hold on and wrap up and be at the end of some good work from Junaid Khan.
Perhaps he should have left it to the ball boy. No, they're going to have a look at this now, but I think they should have a look, because no, it's only an inch or two, isn't it? But had that ball gone from the hand straight into the, say, halfway up those boundary cushions, then it would have been 6. It's definitely 4. It's bounced on the grass straight into the cushion, so it's 4.
I think more importantly, as you mentioned, just a little casual around the boundary, wasn't it? Particularly with the ball, we've spoken about the dew, it's a little bit slippery.
It's an interesting field set for Junaid Khan from the first ball of this over. Short third man, short fine leg. So really, you would think he wouldn't put pace on the ball with any width. He's got a ball very straight or take pace off it. Excellent. Very, very straight and full.
And even though you're basically saying to the batter what you want to do because of the field placements, if you still bowl like that, very, very difficult for the batsman to get the ball away.
I suppose a lot of bluffing comes into it, and I suppose, Mel, I should add that some guys will bluff and they'll put pace on the ball wide of off stump, because if you've got a guy who goes hard at the ball, he won't use the dexterity to guide the ball past short third man. He's thinking hit down the ground.
Oh, he's threaded that over 2 men backward of square. A very delicate touch from Brad Haddin. Perhaps that's not the length that you've got to bowl. Junaid Khan's got to get that ball further up towards the laces. Look at that, he's got so much time to feather this over those men backward of point.
This is called batting awareness, knowing your field, playing accordingly, not trying to overhit things. That's a man who's in complete control of his game at the moment. That's a man who's making the opposition just a little bit worried as well.
And how good is this? Oh, that's a marvellous piece of fielding. As Haris Sohail, he's made amends, I'm sure he has. He's stopped a 6. Well, that was a fantastic effort. Have a look at this. Now, they're going to have another look at this, but Brad Haddin is so good with this in-to-out shot that he's got.
Well, Haris Sohail, he's in the hot spot. Now, I think as he had ball in hand, his foot was touching the rope. Foot touching the rope. Well, so the ball is still in hand at the moment. We're just looking at his left foot.
I think he might have just put his toes just onto that boundary cushion. Very difficult. You see so many acrobatic movements in the outfield these days in 2020 cricket, but now is this going to count as 6? He's got the ball in his hand here, has his foot touched that boundary cushion. I don't think that's conclusive either way. It's just not conclusive. You can't see that cushion moving. It's not even being put back straight correctly from the last time he clattered it. Oh, the decision is for 6. And it's the 100 partnership that has come up. Truck is back. Counts as 6, and it's a third 6 for Brad Haddin.
Well, 100 partnerships, 72 coming off the blade of Brad Haddin. He's man on a mission at the moment. And Harris Sahel, he is in the hot spot. That is Brad Haddin's hitting zone.
Last ball. That's the over.
13 overs gone, 118 for 1.
Go break. Naveed. So Pakistan will try for 100 break. 100 break. Naveed, this would be 100. Good team over. Naveed also will not another, which will be balls. So we will 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ball is back. Cox cure for ball, please.
In case you're still up or just possibly just tuning in, we've had a little drop of rain here in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai, and the players went off for a little while. We've lost 2 overs, so it's a reduced number of overs. We've had 13, there are 5 remaining, so Islamabad need 55 runs in 30 balls.
4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone's back.
Think tank is right there. Misbah and Wasim, who do you think will win this match? This is poll result says that Peshawar, 65% of you have voted on Twitter, and we say that Peshawar Zalmi will win this match. Well, Brad Haddin will have something to say about that. He's going along at a blistering rate. His strike rate is 192, 73 from 38, and the other end, Dwayne Smith, I think, has got to start to find another gear, because he's a little bit pedestrian by comparison. 38 from 37.
Running.
He's hit that, yes he has. Umpire's finger goes up. And Danger Man is going back to the dugout. Brad Haddin, what a good innings that was. It was a slower ball from Chris Jordan that accounted for the Australian. Good innings from Brad Haddin. 73 from 39, there's 118 for 2. New man for Islamabad is Shane Watson, Australian for Australia. 55 needed from 29 balls. Reduced target, reduced number of deliveries. This is the end of Haddin.
Yeah, just made him reach for it. He struck the ball through and over the offside so adeptly in that innings, and a wonderful innings it was, and Jordan just had him reaching for one. Good bowling. The breakthrough they desperately needed. He's something of a specialist at the end of the innings.
Can't stray down there. That's a bad ball. You just can't go down there.
Yes, Dean, it is late, but there's a cracking game going on at the same point in time. Your boys at the moment are right in the race. Shane Watson. First delivery, yeah, it's a bad ball, but he's played it well.
Yeah, there was a time during Watson's career where teams did analysis on him, and they said he never hit it to fine leg because he got his foot across the line of the ball. Well, he's done it well on that occasion. I think Smith now has to take charge of the innings. While Brad Haddin was there, it didn't really have too much of an effect, too detrimental an effect on the innings, but now he's got to be much better than a runner ball.
Junaid's got 1 over left. Hassan Ali's bowled well. 3 overs, 1 for 25. Jordan's bowling his third. Afridi was expensive. 50 needed from 27 deliveries. Smith on strike. Slower ball again.
Where do you bowl to Shane Watson? What's the preferred area? What might this team be thinking now? He's strong down the ground. That's one area we know about.
So it's real box.
Or do you go with the bowling strength? Chris Jordan is the type of bowler who bowls that Yorker length crease line ball quite well. So do you go with your strength as a bowler, or do you go to the non-strength area of the batter?
As a bowler, I'm going with what I'm backing myself is my strength. And he's done that quite beautifully there.
And that's what I think you've got to do too, at the top of your mark. That's where you're going to feel the most comfortable. That's what you've practiced all this time. And we've seen him do it. We saw it right throughout the World T20. We've seen it in the Big Bash. We're now seeing it in the Pakistan Super League. Absolutely spot on.
I want to have a net session with Alan one of these days. Back in the day, we never thought too much about bowling wide Yorkers, but it's a fantastic part of the game that's coming. We need to have a net.
Come on, just set it up. Oops. Can't do that. You can see what he's trying to do. He is trying to bowl the full delivery, but that, whether that slipped out the hand badly or whatever, but it's, you can't bowl down there.
Well, if he keeps bowling there, he can join you guys on Tuesday when you've got the day off at the nets.
And with a short fine leg, I wonder if he's trying to work the Yorker around the crease line as well, changing different lines, but with a short fine leg, he cannot get onto leg stump.
Running, last ball.
That's very good. Bottom of the bat, that was 125 for 2. Islamabad need 48 in 4 overs. 48 runs to win this match. The number of overs has been reduced. With a little stoppage that we had for rain, so 2 overs were lost and the target was reduced accordingly. Ooh, that's worth a shout. Back leg, and it's gone for 4 leg buys. Darren Sammy, the skipper's got to do a job here for his team. Smith manages to get 4 leg buys.
It may have been drifting past leg stump in the mind of the umpire, but it doesn't matter how they come for Smith. He needs to up the tempo. He's predicting that back of a length from Sammy.
That man on screen did not struggle at all today. 73 from just the 39 deliveries, and has got United into a position where they can win this match. He'll be hoping a little bit rubs off on Dwayne Smith at the moment. 40 from 40. He needs to get a wriggle on. Shane Watson now on strike.
This is the LBW shout. The original decision was not out, and it's missing. Top of that leg stump. He doesn't usually, even when he was bowling a lot more often in his heyday, he didn't bowl a lot at the death of the innings. That might still go for 4. It has. It's come off Shane Watson's bat, but it was going so hard it would have gone for 4 straight anyway. But it's ricocheted off the non-striker's bat.
One of the quirky rules of cricket, isn't it? As you can see here, struck firmly. Shane Watson trying to get out of the way of it. It's flicked his bat. A double hit.
I think Chris Jordan would have had that covered down the ground actually. It's very quick.
That's well bowled. Oh, he's struggling here if he hits. Oh, he had to hit.
Well, it's all happening out in the middle here at the moment, and those 2 deliveries almost says to you things may just be sweeping back to United's favour. It was in all sorts. 3 stumps to aim at.
In fact, he could have taken a couple more steps towards the stumps and just underarmed it.
Oh, this will go for 4. Smith read it, knew he was going leg side. A very eventful over finishes. 139 for 2, with Islamabad needing 34 from 18. And it's time now for the cool strategic timeout.
seconds. Back in 10. Back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back. Cue comes.
Cool and cool strategic timeout is over. Hassan Ali is going to bowl his last over. 25, 1 for 25 for Hassan Ali, who possesses strong temperament. He is used by Pakistan in the dying moments of the game. We'll see good variations from him. That's a nice start, nice and full. I think that is where you want to be. The Yorker length.
I'm hungry. Somebody send it up here now. The combox. Starving. It's the time. It's 2:20 in Pakistan, for goodness sake.
Good enough. Yes, finds the gap. Wider of the fielder at long off. 50 for Smith. Muscled his way through. Strike rate of 118. But it's been a good innings in the context of the run chase.
Helped a lot by Brad Hatton. Batted superbly, but this man's just batted through solidity. And it seems now that United in the driving seat.
Ball looks to be in pretty decent shape. There's a bit of dew around. Saw that's been sprayed on the popping crease. Really has been one colourful innings, very solid innings from Dwayne Smith, sorry.
Right.
29 now from 16.
It's asking 11.2. It's not impossible. They know it's not impossible. Modern game of 2020. A couple of blows here and there. Turn it all around very dramatically. Get a self in, that'll help.
Was looking for that big six down the ground, loaded himself up, and then the ball was a little wider. Well thought out by Hassan Ali. So you've got to feel extremely well, not drop a catch. This is a pressure situation here. 28 from 14.
Running.
Yeah, well, look, it's 2 a ball, but hey, couple of blows and it all changes. Only a single.
Yeah, it's been good, especially down the grounds. Nice shot, square through the offside also. That's a typical Smith
10 seconds.
pull. Powerful striker.
7 on this.
Maintains good balance.
5, 4, 3, 2. Last ball.
Last ball off the 16th. He's gone for 7. We'll settle for
Last ball.
a ball without a boundary.
He's hit hard. Long off comes into play. Only a single. Well done. Hassan Ali has bowled a lovely over under pressure. Islamabad needing 27 now. In fact, 26 in 12 balls.
Go break. Pakistan will drive for a minute break here for you. Minute break for Pakistan.
a bit chilly out there. It rained briefly.
20 for Pakistan.
Dubai also saw a bit of snow last week.
Like Sheffield.
Stand by. Back in 10. 8. 7. Back in 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Everyone's back. Continue comes.
2 overs left. Islamabad 147 for 2. 26 off 12. Junaid Khan is running in. None for 33. I think in a situation like this, from a bowling point of view, you've got to keep it as simple as possible, not confuse yourself by loading the mind with extraneous stuff. It's all about getting it right, pitching it up, decide before you actually hit the length what you want to do.
Every ball without a boundary, pressure on United.
Yeah, in the slot, and that's gone. Up in the top tier. And it's over the waistline, is it? And it's gone for 6.
Oh, added an extra as well. Going to get another delivery. Junaid Khan. Zick Slickwell 150 up here. Yeah, above the waist. He's tried to get the Yorker and missed it by miles. And then Watson says, I'll hit you for miles. Air miles.
I mean, he's like a baseball striker, and this was pretty much a baseball ball that he got. 18 now from 11. 16 sixes in this game. That's a full toss, gone down the ground. That's drilled for another 6. It's almost as good as over.
A couple of full tosses from Junaid, and every ball is an event, and this ball has changed it all. Free hit, it's gone for 12, and suddenly United in the driving seat. A low full toss. Watson over long on, easily clearing the rope. United spelling victory.
Torzid was loving it. There with the great Wasim Akram. Coach's bench, jubilant.
Watson, will he go again? Oh yes, he does. Finds the fence on the bounce. On the rampage, he wants to finish it in this over. 18 runs conceded by Junaid Khan and 51 without a wicket now against his name in 3.3. Yeah, 2 shot, and it was an ideal delivery to be punished by Watson.
Yeah, he's sort of angry, isn't he, Shane Watson? His final over, the final over of Peshawar's innings, went for 20, so he's making up for that. He's got 18 and half an over, courtesy of the no ball. Junaid Khan, where does he go now?
In a close affair like this, you've got to be on target. Can't afford to bowl different lengths. It started slowly, and now with a rollicking strike rate of over 200, Shane Watson.
Couple of full tosses and the free hit changes it all.
Smith gets beaten. Shorter length from Junaid Khan. 2 6s and a 4. 1 over the waistline, given a no ball. And then a straight hit down the ground. That settled the issue. And more was to follow. That was a smash over mid-wicket. Can't bear to watch. Miscue should be taken. Long on comes into play. Jordan takes the catch. End of Smith. But he's done his job. 55 from 49. Got the toe end of his bat. 55 of 49 balls. And Islamabad 166 for 3. Just 7 away from their target. Last over remains 7 runs to get. Billings is a new man in. Jordan there getting nicely underneath that one. A lot of ease and confidence. Qatar Airways high flying catch. Important catch. Sammy feels that they can create something in this last over. Sam Billings is on strike. I'm sure that he'll look to transfer the strike back to Watson. Now, Chris Jordan can bowl some great Yorkers. He can be slippery, can be quick. The best chance for Zalmi would be to keep Sam Billings on strike as much as possible in this over. 3 overs, 1 for 21 for the right-arm pacer.
Good Yorkers, really cracking Yorkers. Whether he goes for the ones that are wide near the tram line there, legitimately inside it that is, or then he comes wide of the crease and spares it in and closes down the angle of the right-handers here, and rips out a pole if he can. Well, Bazard, you've always been a bit of a fiend. You're saying in the break, super over. Better not be Bazard Khan at this time of the morning.
Oh, starts out with a wide. Well, the idea was right. It was nice and full, but obviously misdirected.
Got third man and fine leg back, so it'll be pretty full. And he'll go to those Yorkers and just maybe this one right on the stumps. That's what Jordan should aim at.
That's good cricket. He gets the strike back to Watson. Right then, does the field change for Watson? It remains the same, long on, in position. Sammy is experimenting with a different angle on the leg side. Yeah, the fine leg comes in, square leg is put back.
Love to see a stump go cartwheeling here. Add to the drama here in game 1 of PSL 2. Jordan. Get that missile right.
Yeah, with his high backlift, a Yorker wouldn't be a bad bet at all. He wants the leg side base to be covered. Mid wicket is in position. Square leg is in position for Watson. Here we go. Yorker. Oh, it's a wide delivery. That's well collected. Oh, he doesn't thread the stumps. It's Hafiz. But Billings is back on strike. It's a difficult moment for Hafiz, because he would have given an extra run had that throw missed the stumps.
chose not to throw it. But maybe they wanted a dot ball. Maybe a run out, maybe a dot ball, but Afridi definitely wanted him to throw it. Not happy. 4 off 4. Can Jordan produce a couple of magical Yorkers?
Yeah, he'll start again to Billings now. Square leg is up in the ring. 4 away from a win. It's cracked through the offside. Rushing back for the second. That's good running. That is neat running. Called early. Went for it, Watson.
Always going to struggle there, David Milan. A lot of real estate out there to cover. He's going for that wide Yorker. Billings on the hustle, but it was Watson, all 36 years young of it. And in the end, very comfortably through for a couple.
Still not 100% there. Dean Jones there. Looks a little jittery. Islamabad United 2 away, and it has been a very good run chase. Not easy when the opposition has put you under pressure with some big strikes. 190 to get, then there was rain, it was reduced, 2 overs docked, became an 18-over duel. But they've chased down the target sensibly, put up partnerships, good running between the stumps, and every time a big shot was required, they've delivered. Oh, that'll do very nicely for the United. That's a smack. Billings finishes off with a blistering pull shot, and that's a wonderful run chase and a very good victory for the United. They richly deserved it. Zalmi stunned by this wonderful run chase.
Yeah, the defending champions, too good here in the opening match here of the second season of the HBL PSL for 2017. Courtesy of Billings and Watson seeing out the last rights here. Comfortable in the end with a couple of deliveries to spare. They were looking for 173 inside 18 overs. They've done it in 17.4 and win comfortably by 7 wickets to the men in red. A lot of the crowd stayed, even though there was a few frustrations with, believe it or not, 3% chance of rain, and it happened here in Dubai on February the 9th, going into February the 10th.